Howdy y'all.
Hi guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Warefoot.
Yep.
I mean, RNA Music. I like that shirt.
Thanks. It's
nice.
alright. I don't like the 3/4 sleeves, but...
You don't like them?
No. It is what it is.
I think it looks good on you.
Thanks.
RNA Music, your favorite mom and pop music lesson studio and occasional guitar shop deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at. It's time for episode
318.
318 of Ask RNA, where Angela answers all your questions with the burning truth of justice and truth. Let's get to it. Welcome back, all of our long-term viewers. Have been watching us for 317,
A long time.
18 for forever now. If you're new here, we have a little guitar shop and lesson studio in a small town in East Texas where we teach music lessons and we sell stuff and things. And yeah, and we like to shoot a video once a week where Angela and I, who are married to each other, answer questions from people all over the freaking world, like England and other places in America and Australia and all over the place. Anyways, this is our Ask RNA video. We're gonna answer some questions. We gotta get right to it because we got stuff to do and it's been a crazy day and a week and insanity all up in this place everywhere. So we gotta get to this. All right, so first question, Adam Lynch. Question, when looking to buy used equipment, specifically tube amp heads and cabs, are there any telltale signs that you look for to throw up red flags? Any good advice on what to look for, both positive and negative? I have several tube combo amps, but I like to get a nice used 100 watt head and a 4x12 to put in my shop / man cave. Great question, Adam. It's tricky. It's tricky with amps because buying online is extremely tricky, especially if it's used, because you don't know what you're gonna get. I bought an amp used online from a big retailer, which was a killer price, so I knew there's probably something, who knows what, but I also know people who can fix things. So I took a gamble and it showed up, it worked okay, and then it developed an issue, and then I called the people who made it and they helped me troubleshoot it and fix the thing, and then I fixed it, and then it had another issue, and I'm like, I just need to send it in and get it fixed. Everything is fixable. That's the one thing, but if, sight unseen, you can't tell.
Right.
In person, you kind of want to do that in person, honestly, because that you can at least go into the store, turn it on, make sure it powers up, listen to it, play through it, make sure there's not any weird noises or extra sounds that shouldn't be there. But even if it's great then, you could get it home and it might have an issue. Like I've had my EVH 5153 I got from a friend who we did a little trade deal, just special circumstances, and it sounded great at first, and then a few weeks later it developed a weird noise that was intermittent. It would come and go. Sometimes it was fine, sometimes there was a crazy noise. Eventually it broke. Took it, got it fixed. It's great for a few months. It's broken again. Different issue. So I don't know what that says about EVH amps. Yeah. But and then the other one that I have that I have yet to send in, the issue it has is also intermittent. So it's sometimes perfectly fine and sometimes wonky. So it's tricky, but mostly just weird sounds, and make sure all the knobs work and the volumes work and all that kind of stuff. But with amps, you kind of need to play them in person. Yeah, and it's tricky to ship them back. There's some places like Sweetwater and Guitar Center and these big places. You get a return shipping stuff, but a lot of times you have to pay the return shipping to send something back if you didn't like it. And shipping on amps sucks because they're heavy. So my suggestion would be make a trip to somewhere that you can play it in person and check it out. And if you ever have to return it, take it back, because it definitely sucks to ship something heavy like a head or a 4x12. You don't want to be shipping 4x12s back places. So that's my advice, Adam. Thank you for the question. Next question, Just Fun Guitar, all the way from Englandshire, which is over there. And it's Just Fun Guitar. His new question, what inspired question of the day? I think you would say comment of the day. So what inspired comment of the day Angela.
I don't remember.
I also don't remember.
I don't. I think you watched something that somebody else did.
I might have seen someone else do
adapted
that.
it,
I might have seen that on another channel somewhere.
Because we always got these comments, so.
Yeah, we get a lot of.
I think someone suggested it, maybe even.
Possibly, I can't even remember. But we might have had a video where there were a lot of comments and no questions.
Right.
Because that has happened. We're like, we got like 57 comments, and I'm scrolling through looking for the questions for the next week. I'm like, there's no questions.
Right.
It's just all comments.
Right.
It might have spurred on from that. He might also be thinking like recently, like the past 6, 7, whatever Ask RNAs we've done comment of the day.
Right.
We've actually sang and written a little song, a very tiny little dainty.
I don't know how long that is going to last, actually, because it's a little much.
I like it. I think it's amazing.
Yes, because all you have to do is play the same thing over and over again, and I'm the one that has to do the work. So, no. Well, it doesn't matter if you like it or not.
I think everybody else likes it, too. I think all these good people really enjoy it. I think that spurred out of people have asked us off and on about, like, hey, y'all should, like, play and sing for us or do something like that. Or y'all have any videos of y'all doing, performing or whatever.
Right.
And we don't really film any of that. So I thought, there's a quick, I always say quick and dirty video. It's not fancy. It's not, all the cameras, lights, action, and post-production. And like, there's a quick and dirty thing of me and Angela just playing guitar and singing. Stupid screen.
Yeah.
I thought I fixed that on the camera, but anyways. So I don't really remember Just Fine Guitar.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
can't remember either.
I just thought I thought the playing part would be just kind of fun. Just like a fun, real world challenge too.
Yeah. For me.
And me, because I don't usually have that thought out. I just pick up the guitar, it's like, people,
I know, but you have like a plethora of riffs in your brain of things that you go through that you teach every day. I have to make up a song to go to the riffs.
You have to make a melody. You have a bajillion melodies in that noggin.
Whatever.
Like, how many theme songs from TV shows can you sing right now?
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with what you play versus what I know.
It's just notes.
Okay.
Still just notes.
Anyways, moving on before I get angry.
You're already angry.
I'm always
You were angry before we started.
I'm angry all the time. That's why
That's your secret.
I like the Hulk. Because he gets me.
He does. He does. Thanks for the question, Chris. Stupid screen. Dang. Oh my God.
It is what it is.
It are what it are. Next question. Multi-Sooner one. Hashtag hometown. Can you remember what you were doing when you got the news of Dusty Hill's passing? We were at my mother-in-law's when I received a notification on my phone. I was just about floored when I heard the news. I couldn't believe it. I've been listening to ZZ Top since the early 70s. Oh, man. What was I doing?
I think we were at the house.
I think we were at home.
Got a text from Paul.
I did. I know I got a text from Paul because this is how Paul does things. The bitter bass band. He's like, Dusty Hill died. Paul, like somebody else, like famous, died recently. They're like, oh hey, they died.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
It's like what?
Like, give me a little bit of warning. Like, hey man.
Right.
So a musician passed
it's like
away.
When Kobe Bryant died. They were just like, hey, Kobe Bryant died.
He did. I'm
what?
like, hey, normally when you get bad news, if you're at the hospital, the doctor doesn't come and go, your mom's dead.
Right.
Here's the papers. They're usually like,
I hate to inform you.
Please
have a seat.
Just like, hey, let's sit down for a second. Let's talk.
So we were at the house?
We were at the house, I think, and I got a text from Paul. I was like, what? Because Paul's always on Facebook.
And Ryan was like, Paul just texted me and said that Dusty Hills died. And I was like, oh man, that's sad. I mean, he was in his 70s.
It's like 72, I think.
Yeah, same age as my dad. Well, close to the same age as my dad. So I was like, oh. I mean, he could have been gone on for another 30 years, 25 years.
He could have lived longer.
Wanted to. But it was heartbreaking. A little bit.
Yeah, and we had recently... Well, I know I watched the documentary on Netflix. I think on Netflix. Did you watch it with me?
Yes, we watched it together.
I think I started watching it, and you came in the room.
Because they recorded their first album just like 30 miles away or 25 miles away from us.
Fucking Tyler. Rose Studios in Tyler, Texas, which is not that far away. So it was really cool. I enjoyed the documentary. If you haven't seen the documentary, go watch it. It'll be kind of sad because I mean it's pretty recent, and there's Dusty sitting here talking and explaining their history. I mean, you should go watch it. But yeah, I was at the house, and so now I'm traumatized. Anytime I see a text alert from Paul, I'm like, oh crap, just get ready. Yeah. And it's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, okay, nobody died because he just says, you know, Harrison Ford's dead. What? Not really. Just in
no, don't say that. Good Lord. I heard on RNA Music that Harrison Ford's dead.
Yeah, he's not. He prefaced it more when Han Solo died.
Right.
Because he was in the movie and he's like, we already knew it, and he was like, what the crap, dude? I'm like, oh yeah? Where were you at in the movie? He's like, oh, they just killed Han Solo. I was like, see? At least he did, you know. Anyways. Thank you for the question, Multi-Sooner 1. Everybody, if you've not seen the documentary about ZZ Top, go watch it. It's definitely worth watching. I enjoyed it a lot. So, next question. Mr. Wilson with a P bass, with a P bass. Question, what is the story with that Pointy Washburn behind Angela? Side note, we have a rule within our worship band at church. No pointy headstocks. The drummer and I, being of a certain age, love them. I think a lot of people love them no matter their age. Mr. Wilson. Obviously, me playing a P bass is not an issue, but I have always wanted to buy an old beat-up 80s and 90s Charvel bass with a pointy headstock just so I can break that rule. Smiley face. Note, for the next week, $5 for every time that Ryan slaps his leg, sent to Angela. Who's got to send the $5? Is it me? Or is it you? Is everybody out there watching going to send $5 to Angela?
I do have a Venmo, just FYI.
Every time I do
it's my name.
That, somebody sends $5 to Angela?
That would be nice. Tapping.
No, that was slapping because my legs hurt now. Look at them. They're red.
Yeah, they are.
If it's me that sends the $5, then we have a problem. We have a serious issue. So. Pointy Washburn. Okay, there it is. Good eye. Because that was in last week's. Okay, so this is a Washburn G-3V. Very 80s. It's got a Floyd Rose on it. 3 single coils, bolts on neck. This is a friend of mine, Ken, who we've talked about a few times. His son takes drum lessons here. Ken's the music director at a church, and this is one that he's had for forever. He got it somewhere, it was in pieces, and he basically rebuilt it, and he actually repainted it. So this is not the original color. It's very red in person on the screen. It looks a little orangey red, but it's red. So I think Ken stripped the body and basically painted it himself, and he's got it here at the shop. Someone played it the other day and was going crazy on the Floyd and broke 2 strings. I just got that redone. But yeah, so I guess I would assume, well, I don't think it actually had a Floyd to begin with. This is a licensed under Floyd Rose. So it's an old pointy headstock Washburn that my buddy Ken basically rebuilt from parts. I haven't even played it. I might do a video about it. If you want to see a video about the Pointy Washburn, just let me know. Yeah. As far as no pointy headstocks at church, that's a terrible rule. I've played my Explorer at church. Every now and then I'll take my Explorer to church just because it's like that. You don't normally see Gibson Explorers and the praise band at church. I've also played my Schecter Hellraisers quite often, but you should definitely get an old 80s, 90s pointy headstock bass and play it. That'd be rad. Because Jesus don't care. Nope. Jesus does not care if you got a pointy headstock. He really doesn't. He cares about what's your heart while you're playing it.
Exactly.
Mr. Wilson with the P bass. And that brings us to comment of the day. Comment of the day. Perhaps the final Well, it won't be the final comment of the day, but it might be the final
Vocal
comment song of the day ever. Which will make me really sad on the inside because I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
You should sing then.
Oh, crap. Why you gotta do that to me?
I'm just saying.
So comment of the day. No forethought, obviously, on this. She won't have them. She's got to have the chords before you get them. Well, you could probably come up with the melodies in your head all the time, I imagine. But you got to make sure they fit the chords right.
Dizzo, dizzo. 9.5 is cool with me, but 12 is better. That's the comment of the day. That's it. Dizzo, dizzo.
Nizzo, dizzo, nizo, dizo. I don't remember which way to pronounce it. He told us.
I know I did. I forgot.
I also
but
forgot.
I had to sing it, so.
You did have to sing it, so it went great. Nizo, dizo. If it was nizzo, dizzo, it'd be two Z's, right? Does that make sense? English is strange. 9.5 is cool with me, but 12 is better. I don't remember what that is referring to.
I don't
I think we
remember.
may have been talking about strings or something. Or
That sounds right.
yeah, I like 9.5 strings. I use those. I do not use 12s on electric. Acoustic 12s are fine, but yeah. Comment of the day. Nizo, dizo.
That's so loud.
I know. I need a new chair. If people send you enough $5 bills,
I'll get a new chair.
you can get whatever you want. Is what is going to happen. All right. Thank you for the question. Nice. All right. Next question. Fat Philosopher. I got a 2015 Gibson LP Junior. Would taking off the Robo Tuners decrease the value or improve the value of the guitar? Hashtag hometown. Great question, Fat Philosopher. Wait, I thought you hated Gibson. Now I'm confused. I thought you absolutely hated Gibson. So.
But he probably still owns them like every other hater of Gibson.
Right. Great question. I do not think you are not going to increase the value by taking those tuners off. But I don't think you're going to decrease the value by swapping them out either, because a used guitar is a used guitar. Yeah,
Sure.
and the difference between a used guitar with robot tuners and a used guitar where someone put normal tuners on, you might lose a little bit of value, but I think it's going to be marginal. You are not going to increase the value though.
Right.
I will go and say is like you're not going to increase the value. You might decrease it marginally, but maybe not, because it just depends on the buyer.
Right.
There are some people who are like, I like the robot tuners, I want that. And there's going to be people who are like, I hate that, that's stupid. So it just depends. But I don't think you have to worry about increasing the value, but who knows? Maybe one day people look back and go, you remember them stupid robot tuners? Man, I wish I could find one. I'd pay good money for that. I mean, if you go far enough in the future, somebody might want that. But
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to increase it. That's not an issue to worry about. But, you know, I wouldn't, if you're going to sell it, I wouldn't bother with messing with it. Just sell it. If you're going to keep it, do what you want.
Your chair's really getting in
Oh
there.
my gosh. It's deteriorating. It's seen better days.
Yeah.
Walking Dead with the next question. Or two. Is it true that if you want to play in Texas that you have to have a fiddle in the band? LOL. Hashtag hometown. Hashtag what's for dinner. I don't know if you guys are Ghostbuster fans, but if so, have you seen the latest trailer? And what do you think? I can honestly say I'm kind of stoked for it. I don't know about the latest trailer. I saw one a while back.
I've seen part of the latest trailer, but I was doing something and I wanted to be able to pay attention to what, because Paul was telling me like there's a little couple of things that they do that you're like, oh, what? And so I haven't actually been able to sit down. The boys have watched it and they actually, you know, I don't think Aiden's actually seen the originals all the way through.
Really?
Nicholas has. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I really am. And do you need a fiddle in the band?
No. Actually, you don't. Popular misconception. You don't actually need a fiddle in the band. Doesn't hurt if you have one, but it's not necessary. So I was working on a Pat Green song, who is Mr. Texas Country, and on the album, they've got a fiddle starting the song. I was like, well, let me go watch them do it live. Live, no fiddle, just guitars. I was like, all right, well, even though it's on the record, obviously not important for a big Texas show, so not necessary. Debunked.
Yeah.
Cap in it. I'm quasi excited for Ghostbusters. Not super hyped. You're a bigger Ghostbusters fan than I am, I think.
I've always been a Ghostbusters fan.
I enjoyed them. I liked them, but I wasn't like...
I just like the dry humor of it. I like that kind of humor. I think it's hilarious, and they were like the kings of just dry humor. Just kind of that look that they would give each other. And it's just, oh my gosh.
It's kind of like watching Princess Bride.
Yes.
Because it's like...
It is just that...
Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. Just the chemistry between those actors.
That's intelligent humor to me.
Is what made that. It wasn't necessarily the story and the ghosts and all of the storyline.
No, that was dumb. But
the chemistry of those specific set of actors.
It was the perfect cast for what it was.
And the last one was Hot Garbage.
It was funny.
With Chris Hemsworth, Hemsy.
For what it was funny. It was.
If Hot Garbage is funny.
It is in some places.
Some places it is. Thank you, Walking Dead. You guys, are y'all Ghostbusters fans? What do you think about the next one? Are you excited? Let us know down below in the comment section. And if you want some RNA Music swaggity swag, not this shirt, but not that one either, because we don't have baseball tees, I don't think, in the store. But if you want a normal RNA Music shirt, go down to the description of this video. You can see a link to our Teespring store. Get you some socks or a cuppy cup or some leggings. Or, whatever. Get you some if you like us. All right, and that brings us to the final question. This is going to be the fastest ASK RNA ever. We're really good.
I'm hungry and tired.
Where do you want to go? I'll take you to eat.
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yeah, you pick. Literally pick it.
I pick it?
Yes.
Jalapeno tree.
Okay.
Really? You said.
I don't want to sit too long and wait.
Whataburger?
Children at home. Yes.
Okay. The correct answer is always Whataburger. Can't go wrong with Whataburger. All right, Savinity Guitars with the final question. How is the vintage car?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see.
I forget we have that.
Savinity follows us on Instagram.
Yeah. Do you have the thing that goes to the guitar? The car that your mom gave you? You have it with you?
I don't.
Is it in your bag?
I don't think it's in my bag. I think it's on my desk in the house. That would have been perfect, though. B-roll incoming. Savinity follows us on Instagram, and if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see some stuff that you won't always see on the RNA channel. So what he's talking about is, I recently acquired my great-grandfather's car, which is a 1936 Nash Lafayette.
Yes, it's nice.
It's
I'm really excited about having it, actually.
Yeah, it's been in storage off and on after years. It was my great-grandfather's. I always thought it was my grandfather's cars with the story I remember as a kid. But
it was Alphys's?
Yeah, my grandpa Alphys. But it was actually his dad, James Parker, who is the U.S. Deputy Marshal for the Oklahoma Territory. Frickin', we got some pictures just recently from, I'll have to put the picture up if I find it. Pictures from my mom. I was like, oh, this is him. As a youngster.
Yeah, they're on the...
Before cars.
They're on the bookshelf by the front room television.
Oh, he looks like frickin' Wyatt Earp. He's got the mustache, like,
He's very dapper.
Yeah. So, it was his car that he got. And it was last driven in 1954. They drove it around the block, and then they parked it in the garage in Oklahoma City. And then it sat there until the 90s. And then my uncle got it and brought it to San Antonio where he lived. And then at some point made it to my mom's place up here in Northeast Texas. And then she's moving. They're building a cabin in the woods to, be in the woods. Because that's what you do when you're old. You don't want to see people.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what's going to happen to the car? She's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, can I have it? She's like, yes. Please come get it. And so I have the car. We've moved it. I've got pictures up. I've got it in storage. Luckily, my friend Pete, who some of y'all will have seen at some point on the channel, has got tattoos everywhere. He's a barber named Pete. Pete worked for a place that restored old hot rods that took them to those, those auctions in Arizona were like $7.3 million for this 1976 Plymouth blah blah blah. It's been so Pete did that for like 18 years, rebuilding hot rods from the ground up essentially. And so I took him with me. He looked at it. He's like, I've seen worse. So he's like, if the frame's good, there's a lot of stuff we can do. So we are in possession of my great-grandfather's car. We've got it in storage now, because it was outside at my mom's, kind of in the elements after being in storage for forever. We've got it now enclosed and in storage. Walking Dead will appreciate this probably. And at some point, I'm going to start the restoration process. I don't know what that looks like or what it's going to take.
When it's a lot colder.
Yeah, because right now it's 10,000 degrees and
that's like
literally
touching a skillet.
Yeah, because it's made of metal. They actually made cars out of metal back in the day. So it was an adventure transporting it from my mom's to a storage place, and we've got it in storage. And when things calm down a little bit, I'm going to get my buddy Pete to come over and like, hey, so what do I do first? And he's like, okay. So I feel like it's going to be a very long process to get it back into drivable condition. It still has the engine in it, which he said, man, it actually looks like it's pretty good shape, the engine. So we might be able to crank it back up. But it's going to be, I think, a long process because we're obviously super busy with our lives and RNA music and music things and our kids and taking care of our parents and family things. So, but I have it. My mom is happy. My uncle, who is, it was his granddad's car. My uncle is super excited that we have it and that I wanted it because it was his dream forever to restore it and get it driving again, and he was just never able to do that. And I was kind of afraid he might be upset that I wanted it, but it turns out he was super stoked.
Right. He's
super excited that I even wanted it, and you kind of want to get that. So you might see some videos. We're not going to turn RNA music into a car channel, but
we might. Because Gary Vee says to change it up.
Every decade, you got to change stuff up. You're right.
Change your. That's what Gary Vee says. So obviously,
you guys are obviously the faithful viewers who watch this. We used to do vlogs on the weekends, and like every Saturday or Sunday or whatever, we would do like a weekend vlog. And I enjoyed doing those, and I liked having them on the channel. But there came to a point where I was like, this isn't really a vlogging channel. This should be about music and gear and teaching and stuff. But Angela wisely told me again, she's like, yeah, RNA music is us. I mean, we are RNA music, and yes, we teach lessons, and yes, we sell guitars, and yes, we do all that sort of stuff. But we are, obviously real people and have lives, and people kind of like to tune into that sort of stuff. So
yes.
I said I thought we would do the vlogs on a different separate channel, but as soon as I put them on another channel, I just didn't have time. I didn't work on them, but there may be a return of some vloggy stuff here. If you guys would like to see that, let us know down below. If you don't care or don't want to, then let us know that too. We'll take a poll, a poll of you guys who actually regularly watch, because these Ask RNA videos are really for you guys and girls. These don't get, if I do a gear demo or review or whatever, those will get a lot of views. If I do this isn't necessarily a giant view magnet. This is more for people who already like you.
Right.
So you guys let us know. Would you like to see a return of some vloggy stuff here? We might make that happen.
So this should be
giant Texas truck. Holy smokes.
This should be our hashtag of the day.
Okay, remember that when we get there. And that was the final question. Thank you, Savinity. We may do some stuff, talk about that in the future. So it'll be the RNA car.
Yeah.
Super cool. It'll be cool. Like if I actually get it done, it'll be cool.
It'd be cool if we can get that as our license plate when we get it.
I bet we can. I might want.
It has to be 6.
6.
6 characters.
Oh, okay. I was like, the number 6?
It has to be 6.
I wonder if we could use the license plate. There has a license plate on it. It has the original 1954 plate on it. I wonder if we could recycle those letters and numbers.
But we can make a collage. We could talk about that.
Well,
Anyways.
all right. Thank you guys. Let us know what you think. If you made it through this entire video, which is hopefully shorter than normal because we got so much crap to go do. Secret hashtag of the day. Type that down below with your question or comment. We'll know you watched the whole thing. If you watched this whole video, that's the only one who gets to type in the comment hashtag of the day is if you watched the whole thing.
Don't be a cheater.
Don't cheat. Just, it's, you know. Yeah. Karma. Which isn't real, but, you know, whatever. Secret hashtag of the day is hashtag
yes vlog or no vlog.
Ooh. It's a dual thing. Like the old books we read as a kid. If you want to do this, turn to page 63. If you want to do this, turn to page 54. You remember those books?
Yes, I do.
I love those.
I had them in our libraries. So...
Hashtag yes vlog if you would like to see us do return of some vloggy stuff. Or hashtag no vlog if you're like, nah, I don't want to see that.
Nah, I'm good. Which is...
Let us know. Of course, you could always just skip over the vlog if you don't want to watch it. It says vlog in the title. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to watch that.
Right. But still,
Look
it's
how
a good
easy that is.
hashtag.
Yeah, it is. It's super great. Thank you, Angela. You're the best.
I am.
Facts. Facts. Fact of the day. Angela is the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment and question for next week, and we'll try to get to it then. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation.
Who love music.
Who love music.
Who
and
need music.
Sweet hot rods.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet hot rods. And now we're going to Whataburger. See you guys later. Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
Whataburger.
What a burger.
What a burger.
There's a lady on TikTok who got one of those blank doormats for her front door and got the cricket and cricketed out.
Cricketed.
Yeah, she cricketed it out. Cricketed it. She cricketed it out. Anyways, it was come back with Whataburger.
Ooh.
Or a door sign. And then, you know those little plastic numbers that they put on people's tables? It had one on the corner.
Nice.
I was like, I think I need that in my life.
Oh, I know you do. Dang girl.